Apologies I can't be with PDS today supporting the apprentice submission for the LPI Awards. Well, I think there are a number of factors that have contributed to our programme success. Firstly, with the help of PDS, we run a really robust recruitment process, and we think that's really, really important. We spend a lot of time and give apprentices a lot of opportunity to get to know us, as well as us to get to know them. We think it's really, really important that they choose us as an employer as much as we choose them, because we recognise that for many apprentices this is their first step into the world of employment, and it's a big and important decision for them. Throughout that process we include our managers, so managers and apprentices will meet before as part of that recruitment process, and that leads to really high engagement between apprentices and managers at an early stage. When apprentices start, we make sure that they have a mentor. That's someone outside the manager-employee relationship, someone that they can talk to, get guidance and training from, and we think that's really support that they have that independent and objective support as well. We work with managers before apprentices start to agree detailed training plans, so that we're very clear on what the apprentices need and what training that they'll receive once they start. And then I think the final factor for me is in terms of personal learning and thinking skills, one of the elements of the framework. And we run that slightly differently by using an outdoor development programme, which ensures that the apprentices have a really highly engaging and memorable learning experience, which really does motivate and stimulate them to transfer those really important skills back into the workplace. Three words for me, and they are knowledgeable, responsive and committed. So PDS are very knowledgeable about the apprentice sector. They're knowledgeable about who's who, what's happening, what's changing, what's developing, and they're able to share that with us in a very straightforward manner and keep us up to date, which makes it a lot easier for us. Responsive, they're always very responsive to any queries or questions we have, and come back to us very, very quickly with information. And then committed, what I love about PDS is that they are very committed to apprenticeships, and the apprentice and the success of the apprentice is right at the heart of what they do. Yes, in many ways we've improved and developed our programme since we first started in 2008. So working with PDS, clearly we've developed our learning pathways and our knowledge and understanding of what makes a good apprentice programme. And with feedback from our apprentices, we've developed and got better at our managing and mentoring of the programme on job. So that's been useful. For this year, I think we've made three significant improvements to our programme as well. First of all, we've worked with small groups of managers to really produce detailed training plans for our apprentices, really specifically identifying the knowledge and the skills that they need to be able to do their job. And what that does is provide real clarity for managers, mentors and apprentices about what's expected. So that's really positive. Our second big improvement this year is the introduction of productivity targets, so with incremental increases year on year as the apprentices' knowledge and skills grow. So we'll be using that to as part of our measurement of their progress. And our final improvement this year was the implementation of an early engagement programme, which actually started before the apprentices started with us. So after they'd been offered jobs, we started an early engagement programme using Facebook and social media to keep them in touch with what was going on in the business, to send them information, and to start building collaboration within the group as well. So that's been very, very well received. Yes, PDS really do get to know and understand our business, and that enables them to help us identify where and how apprentices will fit in and contribute to our success. So I've got no doubts that we wouldn't be where we are today with our programme if it wasn't for the partnership and collaboration that we've enjoyed with PDS. Yes, PDS are involved in all aspects of our hire apprentice programme. They help us with the planning, they support our recruitment process, they do the assessment, and they also help us to identify the college to provide our technical knowledge certificate.